Good day, good day, good day, my professional career seekers. It is Talk to Me Tuesday. So come on, creep into your nearest conference room and let's talk. Full warning, you will see me dancing in my videos. It's just something that I do. It relaxes me while I'm recording these things. So I know you're thinking, Stefana, now you said every Tuesday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you were going to drop a video. So what happened last Tuesday? My bad, you guys. I'm so sorry. Look, creating and editing videos is way harder than I thought it would be. You have to realize my first intro video that I did the week before last, it was only 1 minute and 30 seconds long. And that literally took me over a week to edit. So I'm getting better. Oh, also shout out to Anthony Nixon. I hit him up on LinkedIn. I DM'd him, asked him what was the best apps to help with editing and creating videos, and he helped me out so much. Thank you, I appreciate it. You guys check out his channel, great content. But anyways, I'm gonna get better, I promise. I must say that I did record a video, but I did trash it because it just wasn't me. It wasn't authentic. You know, in my intro video, I had on a blazer, I had my hair down, and I was talking point, and it sounded very corporate. It was still me, but I just wasn't comfortable. And so moving forward, I want to be comfortable when I'm doing these videos. So you will see me in comfortable clothes, like my top that I have on, which I love. You will see me with my signature ponytail because ponytails save lives. So in my videos, I will be authentically me at all times. And we're gonna have these hard conversations. For instance, you get on a job, you start making friends with your coworkers, you're hanging out after work, and you come to find out that they make more money than you and they have less experience. We're going to talk about how to handle those types of situations. Yes, HR, I know. You don't want us talking about our salary, whether we should or shouldn't be doing it. It happens, and we're going to talk about how to navigate through that stuff. For my military veterans, as a vet myself, we're going to talk about how when you transition from, the military into the civilian workforce, how when you get with these companies, they love that you serve, but they don't necessarily know or understand how you process certain things in your way of thinking. Because in the military, our voice and how we talk and communicate and how we go through different processes are different than in the civilian world. We're going to talk about those things. So from beginning to end, I will walk you through every step of the process for your professional career journey. I mean, every step. I'm here with you. Also, a disclaimer before we get to today's topics. There will be no bashing. Here on this channel, we will take accountability for our actions and our mistakes. And then we will come up with actionable change in the right direction. You just don't know how many times I get online and I see people bashing the recruiters, and then I see recruiters bashing the candidates. And I'm looking like, if I was a recruiter, I wouldn't want to hire you. And then I look at the recruiters and I'm like, if I was a candidate, I wouldn't want to work for your company either. So there'll be 3 hashtags that I use throughout all of my videos. The first hashtag is hashtag stop blaming the recruiters. And that's for all of my angry candidates out there that feel like the recruiter ghosted them, they didn't hear back after the interview. We're going to talk about it, and I'm going to explain to you how sometimes that does happen, but how you can overcome that. The second hashtag is hashtag maybe it's you. And that's for all my recruiters out there that just can't seem to get the candidate selection process together. I mean, some of you guys are just going in people's inboxes and you're just emailing them or emailing them and calling them. I'm going to help you navigate through that as well and how to make the best candidate selection. And then the third hashtag is hashtag stop career shaming. And that is for all of my 6-figure-a-day entrepreneurs out there that get online and tell people to stop wanting a career, you should want to work for yourself, blah, 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 and really shaming people and making people feel bad that they don't want to be an entrepreneur, that they actually do want a career. We're going to stop that, and we're going to tell the truth about entrepreneurship and all that comes with that. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's talk about our first video topic, which is purpose versus passion and how that correlates with your career. So, purpose versus passion and how that correlates with your career. Now, before you make any type of move or decision when it comes to career change, leaving the current company that you're with, I need you to know and understand a few things about yourself before you do that. Now, I hear a lot of people tell other people or advise them to follow their passion, their dream. But rarely do I hear people tell people to or give the advice to follow their purpose. So let's break down those two, all right? So your purpose. Purpose simply means what you are meant to do, what you are supposed to do with your life, or in this instance, your career. Passion means your burning desire, what you want to do every single day without hesitation, what makes you the happiest. Whether you do it whether you get paid or not, right? Now, for me, there's not a whole lot of things I do and not get paid to do them. But that's why it's called your passion. And we'll talk about that. Now that you understand, I told you that I was going to be dancing in every video. You knew this already. Now that you understand the difference between the two, how does that work in your favor when it comes to choosing your career? So for me, I would strongly recommend that you take a personality trait assessment test. Which is kind of weird because as a recruiter, I don't necessarily like assessments. But here's why though. Say for instance, when you apply for a job, they send you an email and say, next steps, take this assessment. Most of the time with those types of assessments, they have a one-size-fits-all types of category. And that doesn't necessarily work because everyone is different. But with a personality, hear me when I say this, personality trait test, assessment test should I say, it differs because it lets you know who you are as a person, hence the purpose of this video, purpose versus passion, and it lets you know who you are on an individual basis. So write that down, individual, highlight it too. And what career works best for you. So for me, I was able to take the DISC assessment. And when I tell you it was spot on, it read me like a T. So I was glad that I took it. So thank you so much to Chris Thompson from the CS group. I got it right. For not only administrating the test, but breaking it down piece by piece for me. With this test, it did, confirm some things that I already knew about myself, but it did clarify and put some things in perspective when it comes to my own career. And I loved it so much that I do plan on getting certified to administrate the test because I want to administrate it to the candidates for my staffing agency because I want all of my candidates to be completely prepared when it comes to all aspects in their career. So again, thank you, Chris Thomas from the CS group. Until I get certified, you guys can reach out to him. His information is in the comments below. I'm going to use myself as the example in this purpose versus passion and how it correlates with your career video. Because who do I know better than myself? One of the things you may not know and that I discovered recently was Stephana in Greek actually means crown in victory. So when I took the DISC assessment, when it gave me some of the general characteristics about myself, it wasn't so surprising. So I'll give you a few. I'm motivated by increasing productivity and efficiency. I strive for leadership roles. I see the world as my tool set to accomplish my goals. The word can't isn't in my vocabulary. Very true. I am a problem solver, troubleshooter, and always seek new ways to solve old problems. She will work long hours until the tough problem is solved, and I can get bored in routine once I've figured it out. Well, that's true. And a philosophy that I live by is it's not personal, it's just business. So after reading these things about myself, it gave me clarity as how it led me to my second career, which is using methodologies from Lean Six Sigma and project management in the human resources, staffing, recruiting sector. I've always been the type of person to try to solve and figure out problems. There isn't a problem that I can't solve, and I thrive off the challenges. Now, when it comes to math, that's a whole nother story. But it let me know what my purpose was in the career field of HR and recruiting staffing, which is ultimately to remove and eliminate the variables between HR and talent acquisition, and how we communicate with each other when it comes to employee relations, retention, and hiring, and with the company overall. And so I love that I know what my purpose is, and I'll tell you how my first career, which is recruiting, is my passion, and how that became my first career. My first career is recruiting. Recruiting is, you can actually say it's my first love, because recruiting is my passion. Helping others succeed by helping them find the right position and the right company for them in the workforce is just something that I love to do. Helping other people find what they love to do is my passion. Even when it comes to my soldiers in the military, helping them transition from the military life to civilian workforce, I completely love it. So, fun fact, yay! Nicole in Greek means victory of the people. So you can see why my passion is helping people. And so I'll give you a few characteristics that this gave me when it comes to my passion. It says that Stefana tends to have a calming effect on other people. I do. As well as I tend to influence people by being direct, friendly, and results oriented. I can sometimes mask my feelings in friendly terms, but I am certainly one of those that set and meet my expectations and goals when it comes to helping other people. So with that being said, what a lot of people don't tell you when it comes to living your passion on a daily basis, it can be draining. I don't know not one true recruiter that can say that recruiting isn't draining in some way. Because you have to think about it. We are essentially responsible, or it's our obligation to help people with their livelihoods and how they live on a day-to-day basis. So to say that that isn't draining is not being honest, it's not being truthful. While it's still my passion and I love it, it can take a toll on me. So I have to know the difference between the two and how to balance that. While my purpose is helping figure out the variables within HR and staffing and recruiting, I'm also able to do my passion by recruiting people. It's a balance between the two. Because if I was strictly just to do my passion all day, it would be too much for me. And I think it would be too much for anybody to handle. So that's why it's important to know your passion versus your purpose and how it works when it comes to your career. I'm not saying don't do your passion, but have a balance between the two. So let's wrap up this Talk to Me Tuesday with the top takeaways for today on the purpose versus passion and how it correlates with your career video. Number 1, before you make a move, have a plan. Don't just up and jump and leave your current job or the current position that you're with, unless it's for health reasons. But anything other than that, don't do that. Make a plan before you make a move. All right? Number 2, now that you have a plan per se, who are you? That's where the personality trait assessment test comes into play. Know who you are. Now that you have a plan, you can merge the two. Number 3, what is your purpose? What are you meant to do? What are you supposed to do when it comes to your career? Number 4, what is your passion? What is your burning desire that you would like to do every single day when it comes to your career? Number 5, now that you know your purpose and your passion, how do you find a balance between the two and start the search on your newfound career? Wow, that's a good segue into our next video. So next week on Talk to Me Tuesday, it will be, now that you know what you want to do as far as when it comes to your career, how do you start your career search? In everything that I do and talk about, you guys, it is going to be strategic. There is a plan with it all. So come meet me here next Tuesday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we'll talk, how do you start your career search the professional way? Good day, my career seekers.